You ever have a crush on someone and it seems like feelings are actually being reciprocated? You start getting excited, maybe think about a possible future with this person. And day by day, it becomes more and more likely that you'll actually start dating. But how do you really know that things will work out? I mean, let's say y'all start dating. Congratulations, by the way. If everyone changes, how can you be so sure that the person you like now won't change into someone who's no longer compatible with you? Or maybe they only seem cool now, but they're hiding the more nefarious side of their personality. Because honestly, we do present the best versions of ourselves when we want to attract someone. There seems to be a lot of uncertainties when it comes to love, and that begs the even further complicated question of what love even is. In this video, we're taking a look at an essay written by philosopher Judith Butler called Doubting Love, and we'll learn how to navigate the world of love with incomplete knowledge. Also, to the website Scribd, no, I am not becoming a member of your site just to have access to this short essay. I mean, So Butler starts out by acknowledging that not even she knows exactly what love is, even as a philosopher. On occasion when I am getting to know someone, when someone seeks to know me, or, indeed, find in me the occasion for love, I am asked what my idea of love is, and I always flounder. So don't worry too much if you don't have a very clear idea of what love is, because Butler has trouble herself on this issue. Despite this, she's attracted to this one quote by Sigmund Freud that'll almost be like the guiding quote for this video. A man who doubts his own love may, or rather, must doubt every lesser thing. Now this is a pretty scary thought, because to Freud, if you doubt your own love, you in turn doubt every lesser thing, whatever that may mean. And Freud emphasizes this by switching the may to a must. But there's a couple questions here. For starters, what does it mean to doubt your own love? Does that mean to doubt that you love the person you think you do? Does it mean that you have doubt over what you think love is? Maybe you have doubt over who to love. Ultimately, it's left a little uncertain. And then there's that question of what every lesser thing means and how it relates to love. What is lesser than love? And how great is love? Ultimately, Butler has this still uncertain takeaway from the quote. There is no way around it. If you doubt your own love, you will be compelled to doubt every lesser thing. And if there is no greater thing than love, you will be compelled to doubt every other thing, which means that nothing, really nothing, will be undoubted by you. Now, some of you may take Freud's quote and assume that he's implying that we should never be doubtful about our own love. But that's a bit of an impossibility for Butler. Because if we're being real, we are often fooled by love. I mean, you ever meet someone for the first time or even just look at them, and you get that beautiful, warm feeling of attraction? You start looking past their imperfections and imagine some romantic fairy tale involving you two. Soon they take up a significant amount of time in the limited space available in your mind. You might not say you're in love, but you certainly feel like you may be in love. This type of love we may call the ecstatic love, which is full of emotions and life, but not so many hard facts. I mean, after all, you haven't really taken an objective look as to whether you guys would be a good match for each other. You're taken up in the moment, in the emotions, and there's no time for facts. Now, while the ecstatic love may be devoid of objectivity and fact-finding, for a lack of a better term, it is a very romantic disposition. Embracing this ecstatic love helps you become a better lover by being more in your feels and being more present in the relationship. But to contrast with ecstatic love is this analytical love, which is pretty much the opposite. This analytical love tries to take out the emotions and presence of the other person, but instead focuses on the restrained fact-finding to see if you two would be a good fit. But the problem is that even if you take this analytical love approach, you still can't obtain certainty about your love. There will always be information and biases that won't let you truly know the other person. One finds that love is not a state, a feeling, a disposition, but an exchange. Uneven, fraught with history, with ghosts, with longings that are more or less legible to those who try to see one another with their own faulty vision. So what's the solution if we can't find certainty in love? Should we follow one of these two methods of love and just hope for the best? To me at least, I think Butler is saying that we should harmonize these two methods and love even in the face of uncertainty. I must neither vacate the knowledge that I have, the knowledge after all that will make me a better lover, and I cannot be the one who knows everything in advance, which would make me proud and finally lovable. So this is the quote that I think harmonizes the two approaches. It accepts that knowledge, the fact-finding, that might result from the analytical approach to love, but it also accepts the ecstatic method of love that makes someone lovable. The essay then ends on this final quote: "Love always returns us to what we do and do not know. We have no other choice than to become shaken by doubt, and to persist with what we can know when we can know it." Now, some of my longtime viewers might hate me for saying this, but come on. It does sound an awful lot like pragmatism, or at least diet pragmatism. This idea of acting even in the face of incomplete knowledge with the knowledge we already have seems very pragmatic. And really, if you don't act in your romantic life without complete knowledge with complete certainty, then you really won't be acting much at all. So that's the takeaway. Accept this uncertainty and love with as much knowledge as possible. And congrats, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, then subscribe, like, and hit that bell button. And with that, I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day.